You're muted.
This is gonna be a wonky episode. I can tell you already. All kinds of fun stuff going on. We got people hiding away from tornadoes and missing, and all their fun stuff. So, out in nature. So, anyway, welcome everybody to another awesome edition of the Shadow City Mysteries House of Skye, episode number 42, I believe. Maybe not. Who knows? All right. Let's check in and see who's. Wait, no, I skipped. No, we're there. Wait, who's with us this evening? Here we go. Start at the top. I don't even know what direction to go in. We'll start with Ariel. Go for it.
Hi, I'm Ariel Caston. I play Reggie Wren. She's a counterweight infiltrator with the Brass Consortium, and she has a hard time taking people at face value.
Oh, that's disconcerting. Okay, and Matt Walsh.
Let's go in a second. Hi, everybody. Matt Walsh. I'm playing Ignatius Ibison. He's a Savant. He's a member of the cult, and he is more comfortable with a loaded arbalist than a social situation.
Nice. And how's this? We'll go Matthew Bell. There we go.
All right, I'm Matthew Bell. I'm coming to you tonight from the lovely mountains of Western North Carolina, and I am playing Faronk Turn, the House of Skye's advocate and face and Society of Ravens ne'er-do-well.
Ne'er-do-well. Nice. And Winston.
Yeah, I'm Winston. I'll be playing Perrin Kastai, a mind speaker mystic of the Church of Astra, and he most certainly is judging you.
That's right. Judgy, big judgy face. And let's give a shout out to the cool and awesome folks behind the scenes who keep things going for me. Game design and writing, Stephen Cheney and Brandon Stoddard. Tro design and additional writing, Rabbit Stoddard. Character art, Adam Schubert. Tro art, Luana Zara. UI and graphic art, Flor Sorrentino of the Wonders Tome. Every week we have an awesome sponsorship from the Champions of the Forgotten Realms, Idle Champions, and you get a free reward for your community, this community here. And that is a chest. And the code, if you put !code in the chat, but it's also pinned, is this week Toes Quip Took. Gonna put a little banner here at the bottom there. Yeah, so take it out. But it's also in the chat. Toes Quip Took. That's right. Those are the ancient words. But not just that, the words that it's the phrase that pays this week, I guess. So there you go. Toes Quip Took. All right. I am tired, but also your host and game master for this evening, Christopher Mifseed. Yeah, we're gonna be joining the family again on their amazing adventures out there. Yeah. If you're tuning in, and you're always tuning in, why not give us a follow, a like, and a subscribe, depending on where you're at. Go ahead and do that so you get reminded whenever we're on, and other stuff, cool stuff that we do. So that'd be pretty awesome of you. And we already have a lot of awesome folks who join us weekly here with us. So thanks for tuning in. All right. When we left our family, there was many more of you. And you were going to split up to go investigate 3 different houses separately. But now that there are fewer of you, and not everybody's going to be up to doing the job that was going to be done, and they were just going to be support. You're all going to happily bump together and move on and investigate each of the houses one by one, but as a group of 4. So, question for you: which house? Originally, it was richest house, second richest house, poor house. You were going to be checking out. And I'm down with that, but if you want to mix it up, just let me know. And I will only hate you a little bit. So we'll assume everyone got done with their afternoon Sunday activity. Sunday? No.
Saturday,
yeah.
Saturday activities. So a lovely Sunday evening or Saturday evening, a lovely Saturday evening jaunt to in and out, little B&E, little breaking and entering on a Saturday evening as a family. So where would you all like to begin said investigation?
I'm fine with the plan as is.
I mean, everybody was clamoring over the rich house last time, so I assume we're all still wanting to go to the rich house first.
Yeah, it seems like that's going to be the most fun one. Although for us,
Because
it
money?
might be beneficial to have you there.
I mean, there
hopefully
might-
there's nobody there.
there might be, I don't know, more security at the rich house.
Possibly.
Possibly.
I mean,
So
it's
the
also
rich house,
relative. Sorry, go
is in Midtown, just so you know. So,
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So who's doing the sneaking? I'm up for.
Not it.
I'm not gonna be
mean-
looking.
I could try, but I don't think that would go very well.
I think I'm more stealthy than anything else, but how stealthy are you, Ignatus?
I'm pretty stealthy.
Yeah.
On a scale of plus whatever, what would I would probably be like, on a 1 to 10 of pluses, are you?
About a
I'm right in the
6.
middle. Yeah, I'm right about there too. A little bit less.
All right.
Okay.
All
So we're about the same. But I think we
Cool.
wanted to scope it out first, right? Like,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that was the plan.
And don't forget, some of you can help other people do the things that they do. So,
Oh, well, that's
correct.
what I plan on doing.
all right.
I mean, I figure we wait until
Aaron and I are going to be on the helping y'all out squad.
Yeah,
All right. There you go.
Come back here for encouragement.
Buffy McBufferson. So-
Interesting.
So Judgy
Father
Judgy said no.
McBufferson.
Father
Father
McBufferson. All right, from the street, are there lights on in this house?
On a Saturday night in Midtown, there are no lights on in this house. No.
Is that unusual?
I don't know. Do you leave your lights on when you leave the house?
I usually leave like a light on.
Sometimes.
Mm.
Okay.
No light in this house. So
All right. Well, before y'all go any further, Reggie, Ignatus, you guys are going to kill it in there. Just don't kill anybody. Well, or unless you have to. But good luck. I believe in both of you. So you
To
each
kill or
of
not to kill?
you know what? I'm not even going to put any qualifiers on it.
That is the question.
All right. You want to take one side? I'll take the other.
Yeah, is this like just a large single family home? Is it like a condo, or is it like a what's the...
it's more like a condo in Midtown. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not a single. I mean, it's
Okay.
It's
yeah.
not
This one would be
standalone.
this one. This one's not standalone. No.
Oh, okay.
It's a-
Okay.
yeah.
Well, then it would be harder to. I was assuming a standalone house that we could sneak around. You're a little bit better at investigating things, so if you want to go check this one out, I'm happy to.
I mean, is there a fire escape or anything that we could get up? We know what the number is, so we can kind of assume what floor it's on and where it is in relation. Or
Yeah, you could shoot me up to it. It's actually on the first floor, so it's not.
Oh, okay.
They're not.
Go peek in windows then.
yeah, I guess I should peek in the windows considering I can see. I have the dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Wait,
So-
sorry. Before you go in there, I am going to cast. If I can find it. There we go. Actually, never mind. Go ahead and act. I think I have to be a little closer than I want to be to do what I wanted to do. So we'll wait.
Iggy can give Perrin a piggyback ride. It's fine.
Just like the school
All right,
days.
yeah. So Ignatus is gonna sneak up to one of the windows and see if he can get a look inside.
All right. Easy enough to give me a stealth check.
That is an 11.
11. Okie dokie. Noted. Yeah, you get over to the area. You're able to shimmy into to look into the window that you know to be his apartment. Give me a perception roll.
Sure. That's a 19.
All right. Yeah, so peeking in, it looks to be the house looks to be, or the apartment looks to be fairly maintained. It's an older apartment though. It's not the necessarily the newest in the Midtown area. There's, I don't know, a bed up again. The bed is kind of against the wall where you're looking in, so you see the bed there. It's not super spacious, actually, basically enough. There's a simple table that just is a dining area and looks like a workspace. He has two mismatched chairs, actually, and there's a fireplace inside as well. But yeah, it looks like it's been inhabited recently. But it looks fairly empty. So
Is there any indication that there be more than one person lives there, or
no, it looks like it's just a one person. Yeah.
okay? All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to use. Sorry, I want to see if I can get the window open using my thieves tools.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. And I was going to note this is Ramino Grake is the name of the ID that you had for this.
And this is the richest house. So is that the kind of furnishings we'd expect to see in a house in this area of town?
For some laborers, yeah. I mean, there could have been. I mean, it was the nicest neighborhood. Necessarily, like not everybody in the neighborhood always has the nicest places. So
Yeah, riches doesn't mean rich.
Yeah, 100%. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll try. That's thieves tools, right?
Yeah.
Did that click through or no? Hold on. There, 19.
19. Okay. Yeah, no problem. You're able to unlock. You notice as you're unlocking that this window has been forced open before in the past. So
Like, does it appear recent? Is the
no, it just looks like it's been repaired. I mean repaired, but it looks like the window's been jimmied before. So you're not the first to do this.
I will signal to Reggie that I'm going through the window. She's
All right.
welcome to come if she wants.
What's that signal? How's that look? What's that?
Like going through the window like that.
All right.
I mean, how high is the window? I don't know.
No, I mean you can get into it. So.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you climb to the window. Is anybody else doing anything as you see Ignatus weasel his way into the window?
I mean, I think Perrin and I need to like make ourselves scarce. Are we out past curfew at this point?
Oh shit! Yeah, I said about that.
It is past curfew.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll skulk in some dark shadows nearby. I don't know.
You could also
Totally
go in the
unsuspicious.
window, or we could unlock the door for you, and you could act like you got invited over and go in. Just saying.
I'll
I mean,
turn
I
to-
don't.
I'll turn to Frank and be like, yeah, it's your area of expertise. You're the social one.
Does Perrin look super churchy right now?
Yes, I'm wearing my full frock. No, I'm wearing my regular street clothes. Probably darker than that. Like I'm used to you guys now. I'm wearing dark clothes.
There
Okay,
we go.
He's dressed like a ninja.
Yeah.
because I do think that's the
Like a
most
mask on
conspicuous
my
thing.
face.
Just a church person. Hey, I'm here to check in on you.
Right? House
all right.
call.
All right, so Reggie's going through the window. Rest of the group is going to meet up in the front door.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going. Do I need to? I'll stealth as well because
Yeah,
why
stealth would
not?
be great. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hold on. Can I guidance myself?
Believe you could pep talk yourself. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Isn't that what Frank did?
Frank gave you some superiority, or not superior inspiration, right?
Oh, he did.
Would-
Frank, remind me what die that is.
It's a D8.
A D8. That's better than mine, so I'll use yours. But I don't need to because it's a 23.
All right. Well, there we go. Yeah, I mean, you feel like you got in there okay. I mean, in honest, maybe not so much, but you know, you feel pretty confident and stealthing into that window. So yeah, you get in. Again, you see the home. It's humble but clean. Looks like all the possessions there have been carefully maintained, though they are old. And again, when you come into, you basically step onto a narrow bed. So, yeah, and then you're able to get across the room to open the door for Perrin and Frank.
Open the door. Say
Do
in
we-
a mannish
we
voice.
wait for the signal, or how do we? I don't know. How do we do this?
I
Do
feel
we
like
just go up to the
when
door.
the door opens, it's our signal.
All right, that works.
I don't know. I'm not super trained in skullduggery. This is
So you guys are waiting in the bushes till we open the door.
Shadows. We're waiting in the shadows. We're probably
Yes.
across the street in like an alley or something.
Across the
Alright.
street. I'm gonna open the door and wait for you guys to come across the street with the door open. That's conspicuous.
We don't want to
stealthily.
be too close to the building. Sorry.
Stealthily. Yeah, I mean, it's the early evening because again, you're going to be trying to hit 3 of these houses in one night. Hopefully, a little bit faster than this. And then, yeah, so your early evening, you should be okay to the curfew isn't quite in force yet. In Midtown, there's a little bit more leniency because of rich people.
I tripped. I might have
I
hit
got
a garbage can on the way
stealth
in.
check.
I'm not
Alright.
really sure how that works.
Perrin did not.
All right. Do you not have the Frank's group
Oh, wait, was it for everybody?
No, I
encouragement?
just gave it to the two of them. I only
gave
have
it
one
to
more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Keep that in the
Well,
bag
then,
just in
all right.
case things go.
Wow. In this moment, you see, I mean, you make a lot of noise. You clamor. You look around. And you don't spot anybody that makes a nuisance about it right this moment.
I stay low, but I crawl over.
Yeah, just really cool. You,
to make sure nobody sees me.
Truck comes down the road and drives over you. You were that good, but not that good. So that's how that ended up.
Raven
happening.
is going to be so disappointed with us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I could feel the judgment already.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to, when I get into the building, take off my coat, dishevel myself so I kind of look like I've been lounging in bed with this person. Walk out the door, say I'm getting some air, and go step out front for a second in case Perrin and Frank are not smart enough to come over. And then I'll be right back and go back in.
Look,
All
we're
right.
smart enough to come over, just not
And then I'll
smart
get
enough to
dressed
come
again.
over quietly.
Got it. All right. So you guys make it finally into the building and could be taking a look around. Like I said before, it's humble but clean. Looks like all the possessions have been carefully maintained despite their age. Narrow bed against the wall. Simple table serves basically as a dining area and a workspace. Has 2 mismatched chairs. And a fireplace that contains fresh ash and a kettle still hangs over the grate. Yeah.
Kettle is cold though.
Cold, yes.
Okay. I am not going to turn on any lights per se. I do have a little flashlight in my arm I can pull out if I need, but I'm going to check through his drawers and his closet for any like letters or Seeker of the Flame stuff.
Sure. If you all want to give me, I'm assuming everybody's going to be trying to sort through stuff. So why don't you all give me a group investigation roll? I want to see how that pans out.
I can assist.
Could I do perception instead? If not, that's okay.
Okay. So these are the roles that will be available. Investigation.
I've forgotten how houses work. I rolled a 1.
Whoa.
Yeah, houses.
Whoa.
Well, yeah, but Perrin was gonna help, right? So you can basically.
Yeah,
if you want, we can split it up between the two of you. You could both Reggie and Ignatius can investigate, and then if Frank and Perrin want to help them, they can both get advantage on their rolls.
There's my help. There's my help.
Okay.
Anybody want that? You go right ahead.
Help action, yeah.
I mean, I guess technically I rolled a 2.
Rolls. What do I roll again?
You don't roll anything. You don't roll anything. You don't roll anything. You're helping. You're helping.
Oh my god.
Oh,
My first roll was a 16, so let me roll again.
it's a 0. I have a -1 to investigation.
Even with my help?
All right, my second roll is a
So
29.
the first one was a 2 with a -1. This one was a 1 with a -1. So we'll go
All
with
right,
the
so
2. with a
Reggie's in somebody
-1.
else's apartment looking around. Ignatius,
The neighbor's clean.
Ignatius, what'd you roll?
My 29.
29. Okay. All right. There we go. Cool. So things that you clue even Reggie into. The apartment's small, but it's small and sparsely furnished. You find copies of handwritten religious passages covering one wall. There's several meals appear to have been shared with multiple people despite him living alone. So you do find like multiple plates, clean plates, but like more than a single person would probably use in a. You also find a brass flame token tucked beneath their mattress. You notice that the writings are copied rather than original. You see notes repeatedly mentioning things like watching, ready, chosen. There is a map that has the Holy Temple of Roach circled on it. You see receipts that show purchases of blankets, bread, and medicine for groups. Hidden inside one of the floorboards, you do find a correspondence from someone identifying themselves only as Firekeeper. You see instructions that include watch lonely individuals, offer shelter, speak only from approved passages, never discuss the vessel. It looks like from the notes that Ramino believes that they were helping save lives. Several names have check marks beside them, but the names are like scratched out, so you can't make out what those names are. And then some of them also have next to them taken elsewhere or unworthy written next to them. And then one note reads, the unturning approaches whether they believe it or not. And then the last bit of info, because you rolled so stinking well, tucked into the notebook is a tiny fragment copied from a book you believe may be the Apocrypha. When the breath seeks its vessel, the sleeping shall awaken before the willing. Now, if anybody would like to roll religion and or arcana, they may.
I think I might be able to do either of those things.
Okay, so parents, he's just going to help other people do that. What else?
Wait, what?
So Reggie's going to do the religion and the arcana check for everybody.
I'm a -1 at both of those as well. I will help you though, Perrin. I just stepped foot in a church, so I'm sure I'll be super insightful.
Yeah, you've seen a church once, so clearly you're qualified. So yeah, now I'll take that.
Makes sense. That tracks. That tracks 100% tracks.
I'm guessing Uridite does actually work this time, or
It does. It does. Amazingly enough, it does. If for both you and
before I click
Ignatus,
the button.
yeah. You both get advantage actually automatically on this, so it doesn't matter.
All right, so I'll do Arcana.
Okay, and religion.
All right.
Damn.
Let me know how that parses for y'all.
21
All right, so
on
I
Arcana.
got a 23 for religion.
All right, so I heard two different numbers at the same time. So what Ignatus first. What did you get?
21 on Arcana.
21 Arcana, cool. And Perrin got what?
I got 23 on religion.
23 on religion. All right. Nobody has any bonuses or anything they can put on those? Out of curiosity.
Out of random curiosity, I could use a superiority die on mine. I will do that.
I mean, did I get assist?
I added 2, so it's a 23 now.
23 now.
Karen,
Okay.
what about that right there? You're so smart. I know you'd know. And guidance. It's a
Okay.
D4.
All right.
D4? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold
Help
on.
in some way? Can I help Ignatus? Look.
Oh well, I
No,
still
he's
have,
already
I
hit.
still have, I still have your die from the other one, right? So I could do
Yeah,
another
you can still roll a
D8, right?
D8 if you want to. I don't know
I
if
just
it's
realized.
useful or not.
Well,
Sorry,
let's
just
try
shut
another
down my
stuff.
character sheet there for a minute and then realized I didn't need the character sheet. D4, you said, right? So that is an additional 3, so 26 total.
All right.
I got an additional 3 as well from House Skye, so that's a 26 as well.
Oh, dueling 26s. All right, we're gonna start with religion, right? So first up is the copy prayers are unlike any Astra scriptures you've ever seen. Which says something. There's many references that speak of purification through fire. The writings repeatedly distinguish between false light and true flame. Several passages have been copied incorrectly. You can see that. Well, you believe them to be copied incorrectly. Maybe they are correct for them. Different scribes appear to have introduced subtle changes over generations. So you see what it basically is. You see multiples of the same passages as you're going through, and there's slight differences between them. And some look older than others, so it looks like there's been some changes. You don't know if the individual here actually was even aware of the changes. And then it looks like no one involved appears to possess an original scripture. So everything does look like to be copies.
Copy. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
everyone is copying copies, and we know how good that goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. On the Arcana, there are no magical words or anything about the place, which isn't surprising because this guy doesn't look like he'd be all that about that, but you never know. The brass token carries a faint resonance of something to it. You can't quite make out what it is. The copied scriptures also has traces of probably having been used repeatedly, maybe for ritual use. So it looks like they were put together in a way that would have been ritualized. Certain symbols appear designed to strengthen conviction rather than really produce magical effects. It looks more like things that people would put together if they were not necessarily properly trained in the mystic arts or ancient arts or anything like that. This is more of like when the high schoolers get a copy of the Necronomicon, and they think that they're gonna summon. I mean, maybe they did, and we never hear about it again. But yeah. And then one recurring sigil resembles old Vesipani pre-church iconography rather than Astra symbolism. So
There are a lot of big words in the last sentence. Can you repeat it?
there's one recurring sigil resembles an old Vesipani pre-church iconography rather than Astra symbolism. Those are a lot of big words. I agree. But yeah, it looks. I mean, looking around the place, you get the sense that Ramino was kind of maybe like a laborer, perhaps even the handyman of the building, right? Like he might have been the guy who like had the space here. He's on the first floor. His front door, you even looks like it's been busted in a bunch of times and had to been repaired. The repairs look good, but again, it's a condominium inside of a nice neighborhood, but it's even nice neighborhoods have not nice parts of the neighborhood, right? So this is probably on the lesser end of that. But definitely looks like they lived alone. Maybe have had a few visitors over time. Yeah. So, and looks like maybe we're responsible for gathering supplies and things for the organization.
So that was some new stuff. What do y'all think?
I think we looked this place over pretty well. Well, some of us did.
When I found it, I understood it.
Do we want to move on to
what's in the hallway, Reggie?
There's a hallway?
Roll house. It's a condo. Yeah, see, you're right out.
That's the
already.
problem.
That's
Yeah.
the problem. Her expertise is in house, not condo. Yeah.
But surprisingly works at a sanitarium and not in a condo.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like
I
a
don't.
house.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know what to think because I'm not
I mean, do we
well
want to?
versed in any of this.
Well,
Yeah.
it looks like they're. I mean, I don't know how much sense this makes, but it looks like they might have got their hands on the Apocrypha, and they're taking like notes and different scriptures from it, but it looks like they're repeated rewritings of something. Like they're not getting exactly what they had in the book. Like somebody got it, then they translated it a certain way, then somebody else translated it a certain way, and they're just kind of ignorantly jumbling things up. But somebody out there in this group has some form or version of the copy of the Apocrypha somewhere.
My guess
Right.
would be the Firekeeper you mentioned.
Oh yeah, the Firekeeper. I forgot about that. I think
I'm all for discussing these clues, but maybe not in the middle of a B&E.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Sorry, I'm new
I
to
heard
this.
B&B and I'm like, there's not enough scones.
well, wait. Okay, so we're here. Do we want to do anything to maybe like, I don't know,
Burn it
slow
down.
them down or damage something or
Set it on fire.
set it on fire? No.
Unless
I mean-
this entire building is filled with Seeker of the Flame people, I don't
Yeah,
know
let's
that
not-
I want to burn down everybody else's homes who can't
Well, I'm
afford.
not talking. I'm not
good
talking about burning
housing.
anything down. I mean, like,
I thought you said set it on fire. Maybe that was
no. I mean, no.
Ignatus.
No, I mean, like you said, we found out that they had a cache of like supplies. We could take the supplies
Oh yes.
and do something with those.
They
or-
didn't have a cache. They didn't have a cache of supplies. They had notes on gathering supplies and so forth. It seems that
okay.
they receipts that they had purchased supplies. You don't know where they took those supplies. Yeah.
What I think is we should take anything that we can inconspicuously carry out of here.
Agreed.
You know, I don't. It's not. I don't want to draw the ire of the Seekers of the Flame. If I think Frank, you told us that we're ruffling feathers. You know,
Yeah.
I'm
I don't know
not.
if that's. I don't know if that's the feathers that we were ruffling. Is the Secrets of the
I
Flame?
have
But
no idea.
I mean, I think at
I'm
this
not
point
a-
we have drawn the ire of the Secrets of the Flame.
I mean,
since there's
yes,
each
I'm
of us
not.
in a bar.
I'm not afraid of them, but also
Okay.
let's
So
Let's
Ramino is
still be
dead.
cautious.
You
Yeah,
you-
Ramino's dead.
y'all killed
That's
him.
right. We killed
So-
him.
So
I say we just grab some of these notes and move
Like
to the next
likely
place.
nobody's going
Yeah.
to be unless seekers come to like follow up on him.
yeah, even so, maybe not, right? It looks like from the notes that like they keep a pretty tight ship, and not everyone necessarily knows who everybody is
Mm.
within their organization, right? Like there's a lot of compartmentalizing what they do. So this looks like a pretty low level member who was given things to do. They executed on them. They seem pretty devoted to the cause. So you can take the token. You can take their notes that you want to take. I don't think anybody's going to stop you from. And overall, as a whole, your rolls were, other than Perrin miffing it entirely across the street, most of your rolls were pretty decent enough to not draw the suspicions of the people in the neighborhood. You get the idea that like, since multiple BDs have obviously happened here previously, probably like not that many people pay that much attention to this space. So you're good to grab what you need to and get out of there and move on to your next location, which is in Highline Plaza.
So one of the notes that they had the rules that the seekers went by. Can I get can you like drop a copy of those or something just to make sure that we've got them, or I can write them down. It's fine.
I mean, we'll take all the notes with us, and then if we get
you could you can revisit
that's fine. All right.
Yeah. Now keep in mind that the rules that you're looking at, the rules mostly look like either they kind of look like a mix. It looked like a mix of for recruiting and for grabbing.
Okay.
Right. So I mean, I'll let you guys go through we'll go through them later again. I think we can move on to the next space. But
okay.
It looked distinctly that there was lists of names, and those names look like people that they're probably grabbing, and they were all scratched out, so you can't read the names because I don't want to come up with all the names. And then the other half of that is it looks like, hey, if you're looking for people to join us or recruit or bring into, these are the kind of things that we're looking for individuals who might want to join us, right?
Okay.
So it was a mixed bag of that.
All right, on to the next.
On the Skyline Plaza. All right. You jump in the Hansmobile. I assume you're taking the Hansmobile everywhere, which is probably not a bad idea. And you head over to the next name and address, which is Gable Waxwing. They live over in Highland Plaza, which again, Highland Plaza is full of Highland, like very high buildings and everything like that. But again, not everybody is, even though this is a nice neighborhood, not everybody that lives in these neighborhoods is super wealthy as well. But this is a modest flat in an apartment block. It's nice. It's a nice place. But again, they live alone, it looks like. It looks, and the type of building is that it's not like the wealthiest of the wealthy live in this building. This is kind of like the people who own like maybe the local shops, some civil servants, maybe, so other kind of a mix of middle class folks, up maybe upper if they're doing well with their shops, but not. This is not. Surprisingly, the contrast is in Midtown. You expected to see someone who was very, very wealthy. This person is kind of the other. It's sad. The other side of the, somewhere in the middle there, right? How do you want to approach it? It's again, they're kind of in the middle of their building. Their building is in the super high rise. It's a shorter building within the inside, within the mix of large buildings around. But it's a little bit later in the evening, but still not too bad as far as curfew goes. This area being a wealthier area, the police don't enforce a curfew quite as heavily on the locals. But if you don't if you look heavily out of place, you may, but none of you all look like you would be out of place for the Highland area. So you look like you're okay. Quinn may have raised some eyebrows if they were around, but the rest of you are actually somewhat fitting for this locale. So, yeah, how would you like to approach this one?
I mean, Iggy and I
You're
could
able to
go-
get into the apartment building, no problem. Like, so
Okay.
you can go to the floor. Basically, you don't have to do the trick that Ignatius did early on, which is like, scrape all, like run your hand across all the buttons to try and get somebody to let you in or anything like that, right? Like, it's easy enough to get inside, see the floor or whatever. You will need to use like some kind of security check to open the, or sorry, thieves tools to open the door. There isn't a good way to get into the building, it looks like, from like outside. Yeah. So this is definitely a front door entrance kind of thing.
All
And
right.
I think I can only cast guidance on like one person though. The way I'm reading it.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I'm happy to try to open the door discreetly with my thieves tools, and then if not, walk away. And if anybody's paying attention, I'll cause a scene and make it look like
Well,
I'm in a fight with the person inside.
Do we want to try and pick the lock before we know if anybody else is in there?
I mean, I don't think we've gotten an option.
You can roll a perception.
I can no.
Yeah,
Okay.
That.
Let's go upstairs. Maybe I don't know if all at once is the right idea, but sure.
Yeah, it's not like a super busy building, right? It's like people aren't like going in and out. It's an evening on a Saturday night, which you think would be bustling, but the government has trained people to stay inside, for their own safety, and because the gods think better of you if you do.
Listen,
Only loose people and people of low morals go out in the evening.
yeah.
Let's just roll up in there.
Reggie puts her ear to the door. She's like, "There's either one person or 5 elephants." I rolled a 6.
Ready
I
to
got
really help you. You rolled that 20?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good.
25.
All right. 20. Yeah. Okay. 25. There we go. So Randy's talking about elephants, possibly a family of 5 inside. You hear maybe that's upstairs, but inside it sounds pretty quiet, if not empty.
Yeah, I think we're good. Go ahead and do those things that you do.
Okay.
Yeah, Ignatius. How about Ignatius roll for the breaking and entering here?
I have really good sleight of hand and thieves.
Oh,
tools.
do you have a really good sleight of hand and thieves tools? Does
Yes.
that matter if you roll a 1? I don't know.
Yeah, I can say a few words too, so I can give her guidance.
I mean, someone helps me, I can have advantage.
say a few
That's true.
roll
That's true.
one.
Ignatius can have you. Can
I
have
will
advantage
help
there.
her.
There you go.
Okay.
You have advantage and you have guidance.
Yes.
And God knows what
Okay.
else to help you. May the gods be on your side this time.
No
Let's
knowledge
see.
of house. Okay. I roll thieves tools though, not sleight of hand, correct? Yes.
Correct. These tools, yes.
A 20 and a 26.
All right. There we go.
Nat
take the
20.
we'll-
Nat
we'll-
20.
Oh,
Yeah, nat 20.
Was it a nat 20?
Mhm.
Yeah.
26.
Oh, well, that's a big thing. All right, you're able to like you pop it open, no problem. Like the door almost feels like you would just unlock it like a normal key.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. It looks like I live there.
Left no trace. Yeah, it just looks like you live there. And you enter inside.
Impressive.
All right. Yeah.
I want to
All right.
pretend like you have like a skeleton key in your arm. Just like
That is a possibility. Not with her setup, but yeah, maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. All right. So now that you're inside, you don't alert any of the neighbors. It's pretty good. I won't even make. I'll let for such a high break in. I'll let y'all kind of slide in for that with switch natural 20. Yeah, you get inside. Would you like to give me? Well, I'll just give you a short description. So, the apartment's immaculate. Just look around. I know you're all going to start investigating everything, but the books are arranged by height. The clothes all look to be pressed and organized by lack of color, by shades of gray. Every surface has been recently dusted. The kitchen contains just enough food for one person, with nothing spoiled or wasted. At first glance, it appears to belong to someone obsessed with order. Yeah. But they have picture frames that stand empty. Small rectangles of faded wallpaper reveal where paintings once hung. The wardrobe contains clothing in several different sizes, all carefully folded but rarely worn. Yeah. And yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation for this one as well.
Karen will assist. So I ain't
All
doing
right,
it.
so somebody gets advantage. One person gets
All right.
advantage.
I will assist. I'll go ahead and assist Ignatus.
Yeah, that's
I think
a
that's
good.
all
That's a
needed.
good bet on the good horse. Is what I would
Oh,
go
that
on
shit.
the
Sorry.
side.
I rolled it. Shouldn't have
You don't
been
roll
advantage.
anything.
You rolled an
You
18.
you roll.
Oh,
You
it's-
roll
oh,
nothing. You don't do
Alright.
nothing.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
I
you
got a
just-
28 and a 26, so I'll take the 28.
We're gonna take 26. Okay, cool. So as noted, what out of curiosity, did Reggie roll this to see if she saw anything? Did she roll a natural one again? Is
No,
that,
I rolled a 4 minus 1.
yeah. Reggie is not, her house skill is just not keeping it.
We're gonna have to give you. We're gonna have to give you a magnifying glass or something, like a
I'm
deerstalker hat.
I'm not a private eye. I know what I'm going for, and I get it, and I get out.
Except in this instance.
Except
So,
for all of these times.
all these times, yeah. All right, so yeah, on the investigation of 26. So yeah, the apartment's immaculate, as someone noted in the chat. Books by height is definitely a choice, right? Like that's something, right? The clothing organized by shades of gray. It looks like family photographs have been removed from their frames. So it's not just like empty. It's not like they went to the store and bought a bunch of empty frames and put those around their house. Like you would, like, I don't know why you would do that. But it looks like they were frames that had pictures in them before. You do find a hidden compartment in one of the furniture that also had one of like the desks that has a bass flame. That's a different group. The bass flames. The seekers of the bass flame. It's one of the ancient mechanical fish that sings. But no, it's a brass flame pendant. Some recruitment pamphlets. And some meeting schedules that appear to be coded. And there also is a list of what do you think might be from the notes might be vulnerable citizens, like such as like recent widows, unemployed laborers, isolated elderly, discharged soldiers. Every name includes personality observations rather than addresses. And there is also a concealed notebook, which seems to outline recruitment methods such as never argue, listen first, give purpose, introduce only approved teachings, firekeepers answer deeper questions. There's no doctrine there beyond that level. And then basically, for because of 2026, there's a sealed envelope that contains instructions from someone that seems to be noted as Firekeeper Nevio. And Nevio is the last name you have for the next location, just there. So and it basically the one sentence that stands out says curiosity leads to doubt, doubt leads to questions, questions belong only to firekeepers. So if anyone would like to give me a perception history, or that's it. Yep, that's it.
And
I'll do history.
hung out in the library.
Okay, history, and then
Perception.
Does the erudite still work or no?
yeah.
Okay.
For history, it would.
For history, yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna roll my D8. Oh, wait, do I
20
still have my
for-
D8 or no?
did you use it?
No.
Okay.
If you didn't use it, you have it. Yeah.
Ha ha ha. That's a 10 total. That's not too bad.
20
do
for
perception
history.
as
It's a
well?
dirty 20.
All right. Hold on. Wait. All right. I'm gonna go around each person now because there's this.
Sorry.
All right. So Reggie got a 10 on what? Which one? Perception.
Yes.
Okay. Ignatius got which skill?
I was gonna try perception. I just didn't know whether we all could do it.
Yeah, everyone can.
Oh,
can do
that
that.
shouldn't be at advantage, so that's a 13.
13. Okay. Karen, which one were you doing? History.
I was doing history. I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. And Frank, what were you doing?
I did perception, but I only got 11.
11. All right. But nobody got over 15 on perception, right?
Nope.
No.
All
I
right.
didn't think so.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So for
Well, actually,
those.
I can. I
can roll.
On that.
You said
Wait,
everybody. gets
hold
it,
up.
so I
Stop.
can-
Ignatius, finish what you were going to do.
I forgot that superiority dice are wisdom as well, so I could use that on perception.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. See if that boosts it.
That's a 4, so that gives me a 17.
All right, 17. That's not bad. Apparently, you're busy doing history, so I'm gonna have each one do one skill or the other. All right. Okay. So anyway, for everyone that was perception under 15, you all kind of see that there's burn marks inside the fireplace. Looks like there were some recently destroyed letters. And for Ignatius, you see there's a little ash-filled pouch beneath some loose floorboards. And that's it for that. And then again, remind me one more. You got a dirty 20, right? For history, Baron?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So you see that the pamphlets imitate Astra sermons. The printing quality is unusually professional. So they don't look like they were made like in somebody's home or whatever, right? There are printing typography matches, presses that you'd find like in a printing area like Union Square. And some imagery predates the modern church.
Okay, so it looks like somebody's essentially printing. Now, if the scriptures are these similar scriptures to
Similar.
the church? Is it different? Is it?
I mean, they're all similar. I mean, now you've
Is
been
it-
to 2 locations. So at the first place, you found a bunch of like handwritten notes or copies and so forth, right? Not really printed pieces. These are what like the first individuals seem to be studying what they could find from the Apocrypha for the Seekers of the Flame in the teachings. And they seem they're a low-level member, grabbed a bunch of different teachings that they could and were studying those. This person, they have pamphlets that were professionally printed and of a higher quality than you would say from like a home press that maybe like it. There are a lot of you're not members of them, but you hear a lot of radicalized organizations within the city and in the country who speak out against the government and so forth. And a lot of those people put together like pamphlets and flyers inside their house homes or whatever with like little like makeshift printing. This looks like a professional printer did these pamphlets. The contents of the pamphlets are very similar. They mimic a lot of the teachings of the Church of Astra and what you would find coming from the local churches, almost in a way to kind of like legitimize themselves as much as possible, right? It's probably much easier to hand out pamphlets like this outside or near a church or to church members and make them think that it is of the legitimate church and not necessarily a radicalized sect. Or whatever, right? For recruitment. This person so the last person looked like a mix of trying to like being a spotter for people to recruit, but also a spotter for people to kidnap. This person looks like they're more specialized in probably focusing on the recruitment aspect of it.
Okay.
You'll never know because they are dead, and they will never recruit again. but the remnants of that dead person's stuff is here in this building, in this room, in which you are pilfering through now. So yes.
Okay. So it's more of a propaganda thing as opposed to. I was thinking it was like bits of the scripture itself. That's what I was trying to figure out. But it's just
there are bits. Would you mean like the church of scripture?
More,
or do you mean the Apocrypha of Kellis?
More of the Apocrypha. Like I was trying to figure out.
No, they mix some things in there, but the parts that you're seeing are definitely the misinformed parts that you found at the last household.
But these are just pamphlets, though. This isn't like somebody's trying to write a book.
No, these are pamphlets. These are literally like, you would it. Man, how do I hope none of our viewers or people that I might insult them. See, you know how some people stand on like sidewalks and like as you walk by, they start talking to you and they've got like a little stand with a bunch of pamphlets in it, and they might be handing this out to you to get you to go to their thing or whatever.
Okay, so it's like a little religious tract. Yeah.
Street corner busking.
Yes.
But minus the entertainment.
Depends on who you talk to.
That ash-filled pouch. Does the ash look significant at all, or is it just?
Give me a nature or give me or Arcana, but okay.
18 on Arcana.
Yeah, I mean, you get the idea that it's a mixture of things that may have been used in like some kind of ritualization, right? I don't know, like you don't have the specifics. You're just like, it smells like it's like things that you picked up in your studies for Arcana that could be a mixture of different things that were gathered to be used for rituals. Yeah.
Is there any? I mean, someone would have to tell me because I don't know. I'm so distracted. But is there any clue at what his day job might have been, if he had one?
You know, that's the thing. Like what it looks like is so going through going through all the stuff, you see the missing pictures, the clothing being different sizes slightly, things like that. This is somebody who had another life prior to this, but you don't know what that is. That's been completely meticulously washed away, and that this has been whatever their life has been for the last either few weeks, several months, whatever the case might be. Yeah.
So the different size clothing, is there a lot of it, or is it just a select few pieces? Like, is there like a full wardrobe of like child size clothing, or is it just like a few articles of clothing?
It's a few articles of clothing, but it looks like again, the different sizes are kind of mixed into the it's like they kept some things maybe as like to remember, but not necessarily like everything as whatever. But I
guess my goal
clothing's folded meticulously. Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, my goal, because I mean, you did mention widowers before, whether this is for someone that lost their family or whether like the family died, or whether the family left them.
You don't know.
Okay.
I would get the impression that they left their family, which would honestly be a kindness if this is what they're doing.
Well, if the stuff was removed from this apartment, then the family left here.
Or maybe they were brought in as kidnap victims.
You'll never know, for this man is dead, and his tale is no longer to be told. You are now rifling through a dead man's apartment yet again. And
to be fair, that's the Inquisition's fault mainly. They're the one who were killing all of them.
I mean,
I don't know. I witnessed one of you using somebody else's body as a weapon to strike them down. I'm just yeah, fair enough. No,
as the closest thing to a medical professional, that's not going to kill someone unless you hit them really hard.
They could hit people really hard with people's bodies, so I would say anyway.
I was being kind, and I made a bunch of them run away. So
you did.
Hey, I told them to stop running. Yeah. It's not my fault somebody gashed his head in.
But you know who's not going to hunt you? the man who once lived in this building. because he
Gable
is dead.
Waxwing.
Yeah, that's right. Gable Waxwing will no longer tell that tale.
All right, gather everything up and move on.
Sounds like it.
Before we do,
See-
I do want to grab a I want to see if I can do Mystic Sight.
Yeah, go for
See
it.
if I pick up anything. Yeah, rolling perception. That's a 16.
All right. And in the box is nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah. There's you don't pick it. This place is doesn't even
This
have
house?
doesn't even have the like turnstone remnants to it. Like, yeah, it's yeah.
All right.
Not even that ash pouch.
Not even the ash pouch, actually.
Okay.
That's actually, yeah, I think that actually is a good note. Is the ash pouch, even though it had a bunch of burn shit in it, and it potentially could have been, you're one of the things I think you are picking up from the 2 places you've been to so far is, while there's a lot of symbolism and potential ritualism, the effectual ritualism and so forth may not actually be real with these people, right? Or at least the individuals that you're dealing with so far. So. All right, so you're going to go ahead to Union Square, which is the location of the last individual you're going to be looking into, who's named Nevio Scarlock. And you've seen that name Nevio before. It was with the Firekeeper Nevio. But we're going to fade the black for a brief moment and come back 10 minutes after the hour. So take a little brief intermission here. So enjoy some soft lo-fi tunes while we hydrate and the such. Assuming I can find the intermission screen. There we go. And the lo-fi tunes. There we go. All right. And the time is now. We're back. Before the break, the family was investigating the homes of recently murdered individuals, part of a select and elite sect of the church known as the Seekers of the Flame. In these homes that they rifled through and broke into, they found the belongings of people who were obviously very dedicated to the cause and beliefs of the church, though they may be fragmented and perhaps misguided in their beliefs, but they were devoted church folks that were killed indiscriminately in a bar not that long ago.
Objection.
It's not killing. It's not killing when the church does it. It's cleansing.
It's cleansing. It's true. It's fisting, if you will. Flaming fists. So yeah, we're picking back up with the family investigating the last of the 3 murdered individuals at the bar the night before. If you haven't, or if you're tuning in just now, or if you've been watching all along and you haven't followed us, subscribed to us, shared it with, do so. Why not, right? Week after week, this family goes on one murder spree after another, looking for in the name of justice. I don't even think of the name of justice. Just for kicks. So but we're picking up their
Quite a number of times most of the time the other people started it. I just want to point that out.
For sure.
Self-defense.
We really just finished it.
Like we were just there for dinner, and they attacked us.
You want some? Come get some, I guess is what they say. So the impeccable and House of Skye is now in the is in the hot pursuit of information, and nothing will stand in their way. Not even doors, houses, or floor plans. So in Union Square, you see the address of Nevio Scarlock, leads to a narrow 3-story townhouse that's tucked between warehouses and workshops. Unlike the many nearby buildings that are blackened by soot and industry, this home is remarkably well maintained. It looks like there is some fresh gray paint that covers the shutters, and there's brass fittings on the front door that have been polished until they gleam. So yeah, how would you like to? Now you are in one of the not so nice neighborhoods at this point in time. The police do patrol through this area pretty extensively. It is late at night, and it is way past curfew. And as the church teaches, only the loose moral people can be found after hours on curfew. So
perfect for us.
Are there lights on in the house?
There are no lights on in the house.
Okay.
Yeah. None of these people leave a light on in their house when they go out to not be murdered.
I'm also assuming none of them have family anymore that they speak with. But
so far, you get the impression that the people that thankfully you did not murder anybody that actually had a family, it seems. So yeah, they're ill forgotten folks to never be remembered again. So I guess that's the bright side of taking on the Seekers of the Flame, is it doesn't seem like you're widowing or orphaning anybody. So yeah.
And if we are, they'll just pick up more orphans. So
I didn't know you had that sort of humor in you, Perrin. No, I'm kidding.
So you're outside the home, maybe stealthing. I don't know. Like you don't have to yet because you're in the truck, right? So obviously Hans takes you to the space. He's avoided all the police stops and so forth on the way here so far. So
yeah, should we do like a quick circle of the block, make sure there's nobody lurking around?
Yeah, give me a perception roll if you want to do that.
Sure. An 18.
18. Yeah. No, the the location of this home, it's even though it's a 3-story townhouse, right? It's a larger, but the buildings that are nearby are all warehouses and workshops, right, that are closed for the evening. So there's no activity kind of there. There's no light inside, but there is a light outside. Like, it's not like, again, this area, again, with clockwork power in the world, lights are like lighting and so forth is available, and it's only in the like most rundown, unsupported parts of the city that you don't see continuous lighting going on even at night, because it costs nothing, right? So
Taking a stealthy quick stroll around the block, and by around the block I mean the house, is there a back door, maybe less lit?
no, in fact it's like literally like when I say tucked, it's like there's a building, like they're almost touching, like kind of thing, right? Like it's they're building on building. I don't, there's best way to describe it. I'm trying to think of anywhere. Yeah, they're just buildings that are butt up against, like the walls of the buildings are individual, but they're almost built up against each other. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm guessing like maybe there's a townhouse facing this way and then another townhouse behind it facing this way, so there's not really
there's no back kind of thing. But like when I say lit, it's not like there's like a spotlight on the front door or anything like that, right? It's the clockwork lighting is bright enough to illuminate, and so you don't like fall into a pothole or something like that. You know, like it like lights your way, but it's not like beaming lights or anything like that. Right.
All right. Iggy, do you want to go for this one, or do you want me to go for this one? Either way.
I can go. I can go
All
try
right.
and get through the front door.
I think I'm going to stay in the Hansmobile from a distance.
You could do the help action though for Ignatus.
I'll go. Unless you want to.
For Reggie, like I was gonna say, like, or whoever.
Oh yeah. I'll go help.
Yeah.
I'll help.
I mean, there's a good chance that Reggie won't fail her stealth check while she goes over to the door.
I have done really well at stealth. I have done so well at stealth tonight.
Exactly.
You want me to say a few words for you, or do I need to? Actually, you know what? I will give you a prayer of foresight, so that will help your perception.
Thank you. But we should hurry up before the cops patrol back through here.
Indeed. All right, so go ahead and give me your rolls. Stealth first, and then stealth is not with advantage. You're not.
Yeah, well, because it was not with advantage, I rolled a 6.
All right.
13.
Which is a natural one.
Oh,
actually.
I am going to spend. I'm going to spend a stealth, or a sneak attack die, and I'm going to roll a d6 with that.
Okay.
Wait, is it a d6?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you rolled a d6.
Yes, it's a d6, and so that's a 19 stealth.
Okay. Noted. All right. Go ahead, Ignatus. Go ahead and give me your sneaking tools with advantage.
With advantage, okay. Thieves' tools. That's a 24.
24. Okay. Yeah. Like butter. You open that door and slip inside. We'll think about phrasing next time. And then the rest of you all can make stealth rolls to get across to the building if you'd like. The door is now open and you can see Ignatus and Reggie entering, I assume.
All right.
Yep.
Hope this works. Oh, 19.
All right. Frank.
I'm staying in the truck.
Nice.
I got a 16. I guess I'm going in.
16. Okay. All right.
Yes, I gotta go too.
That's like, you open the door. Do I feel sneaky? Yes, I feel sneaky.
Yeah. I don't think that's how that works, guys. I'm just gonna go on the record, just like, yeah, All right. So the ground floor appears entirely ordinary. There's some comfortable sitting room, modest dining table, shelves filled with respectable literature, and there's a neatly organized study present. There's a neatly organized study that presents the image of a disciplined middle class professional. Yeah, but nothing immediately suggests religious extremism. Like you don't see any heavy Church of Ashtor symbolism or anything like that. Yeah, there's stairs that go upstairs and then there's stairs that go downstairs.
We're all thinking downstairs, right? That's where
I was
we'll
gonna
be.
say my votes for downstairs.
I was
All
going
right,
to go
cool.
up, but
You were gonna go up.
I'll
All right.
follow you. I
All
can
right, go
up.
down.
Let's stay together.
Okay.
I'll go
So
together.
downstairs in the cellar, it looks like it's been converted into a fully functional print shop. There's shelves that overflow with paper, ink, movable type, printing plates, and stacks of carefully bundled pamphlets awaiting distribution. Every tool has its assigned place. Every ledger is meticulously indexed. There's distribution routes are marked with pins across a detailed map of Soretta. But again, you don't see the markings of like chaotic fanaticism. It looks like there's been a lot of patience, precision, and organization put into this. Yeah.
But this looks like the place that that pamphlet that Perrin found was made.
Mhm. Yeah.
Is that what we found? Okay.
Yeah.
Find plates for that. Okay.
Yeah.
Do the pins signify any place that they might be focusing on next?
We'll have to do more research on or investigation on this, but
Okay.
yeah. The other thing to note is while there's not a lot of religious iconography all over the place, there is the shelves tend to be filled with handwritten copies of scripture that have comparative annotations, and there's historical commentaries and generations of revisions. Yeah. It's more of something of an office of a careful scholar rather than again a zealot. So let's see how much more details we can get. I will take investigation and even perception in this case.
I'll assist with investigation.
What did your prayer give me?
Oh, +1, or sorry, plus D4. D4, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a
assisting
7 on
me,
investigation.
Yeah, I
Perrin,
was
you're
just
assisting me.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Oh God.
I got a 21 perception. I guess I don't need to use the blessings and the guidance. I just need
give
to have them.
it the roll just in case.
Sure. A D4.
I'm gonna use this
That's a 2, so it's a
superior.
23.
Okay.
I'm going to use the superiority die to add to my 13.
All right.
And that's an 8. So that's a 21.
All right. Okay, cool. All right. So regarding the investigation, so the printing equipment occupies the basement. Like it's full. Like I don't know if you've ever seen an offset printing press. They're pretty large. They can be. And this is like a professional one. And so it takes up a good bit of space. There's hundreds of religious pamphlets down here. And there also looks like there are crates, like shipping crates that are waiting collection, or should have been waiting collection. It's still Saturday, so yeah, they're waiting collection. It looks like there are multiple versions of identical passages, and there's marginal notes correcting wording in his notes. So like you see like whatever he's pulled to put together these pamphlets together, he's got lots of notes of different passages. And as mentioned before, there's the distribution routes across Soretta. There are records that mention local members, but they don't mention their name specifically, more of like their kind of their ranking within the Seekers of the Flame. Definitely no surnames appear whatsoever, so it's very hard to and it looks like a Firekeeper is kind of responsible for different cells, so individual cells and groups, but outside of that, they don't have much more information. And then there is a locked ledger that shows communication with other Firekeepers. But it looks like all the messages are deliberately incomplete, so you're not finding full pieces of information. Mostly it's stuff like voice approved, higher instruction received, await breath, but no explanation that accompanies any of the phrases.
Iggy, how
And-
many?
Oh, yeah, go on.
How many people are on that ledger? Or how many cells?
There are, again, it kind of breaks up. So clear identification of how it's mostly but you see at least 20 to 30 different Firekeepers, which would mean that probably beneath each of them is probably another, 20, 30 people. And you're not fully sure if this person had all the information, all the people that were involved, right? So, and one thing I guess for you, Reggie, this is not too dissimilar to a little bit of how the Brass Consortium operates, right? Like they all have their different cells and they're compartmentalized basically in order to protect information, right? It's definitely something that spy networks or even like rebel organizations and so forth would do in order to protect, basically. Considering that you live in a country that tends to stomp out any kind of uprisings and so forth, this is pretty much the way that smart way to operate in case they ever did get caught but want to keep existing. Right? It seems apparent to you. It seems like, oh yeah, wasn't Union just talking about how like the Inquisition squashed these folks? Like it doesn't look like that actually was true. They maybe squashed some of them, but they probably were operating like this even previously, and instead just went underground for a number of years until it made sense for them to come back up.
Yeah, he's starting to get an idea of the scope of what this is, and it doesn't really look good.
Yeah. Remind me again, Reggie, what was your total for perception?
23.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so there's definitely spot like fresh ink stains. There is a secret compartment that's beneath the press that you kind of spot, and in there's a false ledger that that conceals like some encoded records, but you can't quite figure out like what those mean. And several printing plates have been deliberately destroyed.
But the pieces are there?
The pieces are there, and you kind of like, but the only part that kind of like is readable is only the vessel survives the unturning.
The second time the unturning has been mentioned.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And coded files. So we'll have to try and work on these codes, I guess. Have we gone upstairs yet?
That sounds like the people we found in the basement at the sanitarium, though, doesn't it? Only the vessels survive.
Well, those are incomplete vessels, right? Or failed
Right.
vessels.
Yes, that's what they seem to be. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why that's why we're taking to calling them the Unchosen.
I suppose between the ledger of incomplete cells and the pins in the map, does it look like this is spread beyond Soretta? Is that possible to determine at all?
Not from this. It doesn't look like it's spread past Soretta. It seems like this is focused in this area. Whether that's just because their reach has not gone beyond this city, or whether this city in particular is significant to their works, that you're not 100% sure of. The upstairs is I'll give you go upstairs further. It's just a very immaculate house. Like, again, it's like everything from above the basement upwards. This looks like a normal person who keeps a very, very nice, tidy house, lives a good life, and doesn't in things like that. Everything regarding the notes and the research and everything is all kept to the basement area. If anyone wants to give me an insight check just based off of the things that you found about this individual and everything like that, you can.
And no like clothes of other kids or empty picture frames for this one?
No. This person, no. This looks like this person's been here for a very long time. They were the old, if you were judging, probably the most elder looking person that you murdered the night before. It looks like this is just, they've been, kind of just here doing this thing for a while. Anyone do an insight or no?
Yeah.
Here's some values of insight. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right. Parent got a 24.
Parent got 24. Anybody higher than 24?
16.
Can I use a second sneak attack dice? I think I can.
Possibly.
So I'm going to use a second sneak attack dice. Okay, so with that, it's an 18.
All right, that's fine. Okay. Okay, Parent, what was your number again?
24.
24. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, you get through looking through all of his stuff and everything that this person is believed completely in their work, right? He definitely he's compartmentalized the information even in private, right? So it's not like they just do this outside. Like his life is compartmentalized. But his journals reveal a genuine concern for his followers, the people that he works with, and not so much rather than fanaticism. You could tell from the writings that he genuinely fears the coming of the unturning, but feared ignorance even more than that, right? So he was trying to spread a message within the city. And the thing though that you get, Perrin, is that Nevio is not one of the organization's true leaders. So despite his authority, he was still following instructions from unseen superiors. So seems he only knew enough to lead his own cell, nothing more.
And we haven't found any communicate. Well, the communication we have is just between seemingly
Other
just
people
between other
of his rank.
Firekeepers. Okay.
Yeah.
And whatever's in all those coded messages we've found.
Yeah, which is potentially from whoever the superior to these people is, right?
What? Sorry, one more time.
I just said that the coded message might be coming from the higher ups.
Maybe it's hard to tell. It doesn't look. It could be, but you're not even sure if that's necessarily true.
Yeah.
So,
It may be pretty smart for them to just code any messages amongst themselves. I mean, we see what's happening to them when if the Inquisition finds out about it.
They get murdered.
Yeah. Like horribly with clubs.
The mace.
It's a love mace.
It's just a love tap, just a tippy tap.
It's a mace of love.
If they're using the same cipher, the more messages they send, the easier it will be to crack. So
something you notice is they're not using the same cipher.
Come on, man.
No. I mean, this looks like it'll be very hard to crack.
I mean, in a world of clockwork, I imagine an Enigma machine exists.
Or will.
So with the distribution map, is there anything of significance of the different stops that it's going to? Like, I mean, Ignatus will definitely take notes of all the locations.
Sure.
But-
Most of the locations are churches. Small churches. The one, but again, just to note that in the first location you're at, there was the Church of Rauch was circled, and it is on this map as well. So that's there. I guess the one thing I would say, which would be significant, is though while churches are circled, certain churches are not. So it is not all churches; it is some churches. So the basilica is not on this list. And give me a religion roll, anybody?
All right.
I was about to ask Perrin, do you know who leads any of these circled churches?
I was going to ask if
Let me think about that. Advantage or no?
You can have advantage on this.
Yeah, okay. 25. So
Just for
natural.
I take it back. You can't have advantage on this. I scrolled that back. No, the churches that aren't on this list are all churches that are like have significant Inquisition presence. So not every church in the city has the Inquisition, but the ones that do aren't circled on this church or on this map.
Okay.
Churches that don't have significant Inquisition and may be less under scrutiny are circled on this map.
Okay. I feel like with this is likely a distribution thing. Like this is likely where they're handing out the pamphlets, maybe to get other people who are faithful. They're not going to take it to bars or like pony races or anything like that and handing out these tracts. They want to get people that are already strong in faith along with their side. And these
Just in case, though, hear me out. Just in case, we should probably go to some pony races just to make sure.
so
I'm sure you'll be able to handle that.
Yeah, I think that's legit. Go.
The question, Perrin, would be: is that are the churches themselves the ones distributing this, or is it someone distributing it at the church?
I mean, that's a fair question. I've kind of wondered how many among the church might be in those numbers. These people are people of faith, but I personally feel like it's probably distribution of these scriptures. Just trying
Yes,
to.
but I guess I'm trying to say whether is this someone in front of the church handing out to people as they leave the church that's unaffiliated with the church, or is this someone inside of the church that's handing it out to people that they feel might meet the criteria that we saw at the other places of being disaffected or widower or those other criteria we saw.
I'll put $10 on people inside the church.
And that's a concern.
Yeah, so I'll give you, because 25 is pretty good. I'll give you a little bit more information. So a lot of these churches, you also notice that a lot of these churches are either churches that host events, like grief counseling or like soldier rehabilitation stuff, right, for the folks that are handling coming back from the war, and other such things. So probably places that are good for, I don't know, if you wanted to be an individual who's addicted to going to a number of different clubs and organizations and feel the need to these are places that you would probably be good to gather and meet folks and so forth. So, or they're also probably located near like elderly homes or other places again that would be good for finding like veteran hospitals and so forth, right? So it's kind of a mixture of those two things. It looks like based off of the information that you were seeing regarding the recruiting methodology and then even their kidnapping stuff. But this sect seems more on the recruiting side. Like it seems like they only have a little bit on that. The the places that are marked are places that again, mostly churches, if not only churches. So churches that have support groups and so forth, and then also or near places that would have individuals who fit that criteria of widowers and everything else that was on there, right? So that is what they look to be targeted.
Do we think maybe the churches are not only for distribution of pamphlets, but distribution of the people they pick up, but on the victim side?
Like scouting for victims?
I mean, if they're near like a retirement facility or whatnot, but no, like when they catch the people they're going after, they have to bring them somewhere. I don't know if we've seen anything that might determine that because they probably keep that very
not for this group. Nothing that you shows like a place where they would like for storage. The only thing maybe is the first house you were in, they were purchasing things like items like blankets and things like that. You could maybe think that the items that they were purchasing were for giving out to people at the churches, whatever they were gathering, right? Like people who were needing extra goods or items or so forth from that weren't being provided by the city or the church per se, right? Like they're extending their hands out to the folks in need. So, yeah.
Is there in the rest of the house? Is there any indication what this person's day job was?
Does not look like they had like a day job. It looks like this is what their life was pretty much this. The only thing, I mean, they were obviously getting paid and supplied somehow, but there's no records of any of that. Or maybe there are in the coded messages. But it looks like their job was to print the pamphlets and the paraphernalia and to organize and keep the people that were underneath them supported and everything like that.
So he didn't like moonlight as a part of the Daily Journal or something like that.
No. That was.
I was thinking more like as like a grief counselor at one of these churches or something like that.
That you don't. I mean, they obviously they leave their home, right? They went to the bar where they were horribly murdered. They
were slow
on a Friday night.
Not by anyone here. I wanted to keep them alive. I was just too drunk to let other people know that.
Just a typical Friday night for this guy. Hanging out with his friends, and then in comes the Skye family. Shit's gonna go down. No, so you don't see any records of that. I mean, again, on that map, you get the best I could say is that you see that they do visit those locations on occasion, but to what extent and why, you're not sure. You get the feeling that this person, because of the layers of other individuals that were beneath them, they didn't go directly do this kind of stuff, right? Like they were too busy organizing and keeping everything kind of going until they met their untimely death. So, yeah.
All right. Anything else we need to get from this location?
Well, I don't know anything about machines like this, like the printer, but I mean it's pretty big, right? It's
large. Yeah,
that's got it. Like moving something this size, I mean, somebody had to have seen it.
Maybe 30 years ago.
Oh, yeah. This is okay.
Also, I don't know.
It was probably something that was probably assembled on site. I would imagine if it's super large, so it was brought in pieces.
Also, in this part of town, I don't know that anybody would snitch.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But we should make sure that we didn't touch any of that wet ink in the basement and leave fingerprints anywhere, just in case the police do come by.
Or we could burn it.
Oh, the police won't come by.
Well, you said they patrolled here more frequently, but I guess they're picking up street stragglers and not house.
Yeah, they're not entering. I mean, they do enter homes on their own accord, but not for this kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Oh, we could take out the keys in the printer, just like the T's and the F's and the K's.
You're going to inconvenience them for a day. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
I am. No, we keep it as evidence.
No,
They don't get it back.
No, but acquiring more letters in the actual union area probably wouldn't be too challenging. So,
but it would slow them down.
It would slow them down.
However, getting the printing plates maybe.
That's a better idea.
Well, I think we have the opportunity to, if these crates of completed pamphlets were ready for distribution, somebody's going to be here at some point to pick them up. So that's a potential thing to look out for on Monday, as well as possibly scoping out some of the churches that are on this list.
We do have robes, but we would not want to just walk in with them. We would have to see what happened first.
I don't think that's something that they would be doing, but we could definitely keep an eye out at these particular locations.
The token and the pendant that we got from the other two locations that we could use to identify ourselves more discreetly.
We also have to wonder if the other people who left the bar that weren't maimed, if they were a part, because the bartender left and the waitress left as well.
That's right. They got out of Dodge because someone screamed, "I'm Ignatus! Fear my obelisk!" Like nothing like screaming one's name before before. Oh, that was unexpected.
But appreciated.
But appreciated indeed.
That was wicked cool.
That was.
Yeah, I know.
That
I
was
want that now.
So maybe one of us who maybe didn't upset everybody as much could go back and see.
Well, I believe Raven has some disguise capabilities as well, right?
She does. I do, but who knows if I'm going to be any good at it at any given moment.
Right.
With enough inspiration, coaching, and guidance, you'll nail it.
I'll just have to go tell the gods I love them a few more times to get a little more inspiration.
Is this your pitch for a green room next time?
I mean, yes. Several people, I don't know, in the family could also use to be a little more charming and charismatic. So I'm not naming any names.
Remember, if you spend a week, you can get rid of one of your other skills and totally get persuasion as a as proficiency. So just a thought. So what next for the family besides standing around in a dead man's apartment, another dead man's apartment?
No, I'm gonna
like we're heading home.
Look to make sure the police aren't
wandering
and then head back to the Hansmobile.
Yeah.
You seem good. Han seems to be on the watch for y'all and flicks his lights to let you know that it's clear for you to approach the vehicle. So,
right.
And you head back home on this wonderful Saturday evening. So back at the house, do you all what do you all do to prep for your evening? Do you discuss this more? Do you try to put any pieces together before?
I feel like we should talk about it a little bit. I don't know. What do you guys think? What's going on here, and what do you think our role in this thing should be? I mean, obviously we're sticking our nose into this thing, and somebody feels like we're being murderous for no particular reason. But what do you guys feel about this whole Seekers of the Flame thing? Like, is this something that you as Skye family members care about? Is this important? Is this something that everybody in this city should care about and know about? Like, I don't know. How are we feeling?
Well, I'm a little biased, but
okay.
I feel like from some of the things I found out, I think that there may be a connection to the events that Eston was investigating and what's going on. So I think there's some importance here.
I think the people who really care about this in the Skye family aren't here right now having this conversation with us. I mean, I care because other people that I respect care. Like, you know, conversations at the Brass Rose and things like that. So, you know, I don't know if there's anything that we can do right now. It seems to be a pretty big organization, and it's just a few of us.
Right.
I don't think the Inquisition is here for the Seekers of the Flame. I do think they might be here because of what Eston's poking into as well. So I don't know if they might be.
I mean, they could be here for the same reason that the Seekers of the Flame are, right? Whatever this unturning is.
I doubt that.
They could be. The only thing is, I spoke with Sister Sparrow, Sister Tay, today, and she mentioned like meeting, but before the soiree.
Okay.
I don't know if that means they expect to do something or for something to happen at the soiree. She mentioned that they were here for some, I guess, astrological sort of stuff. She wasn't super sure, but and I could be completely in the wrong here. I'm not I'm not the most trusting of people, so.
Well, it certainly seems like a mystery, and it certainly seems like something that if we want to kind of lean our weight behind, we could certainly continue to do so. I just want to make sure that that's, you know.
Well, hopefully pretty soon we'll be able to have access to the Inquisition records. If they've got any information, we'll be able to provide it. But we definitely need to get more information before we go further. Just after what we saw today, it just feels like just the tip of the iceberg. This is way bigger than I initially thought it might be.
But that also makes me wonder how much the Inquisition knows. Because if they knew it was as large as it seems like it is, they probably wouldn't be sitting. I think they would have taken a more aggressive approach.
Yeah, it just seems like they're doing as much as the Seekers are doing as much as they can to avoid the Inquisition, but still trying to meet their goals.
It sure looks that way. Something we need to realize, though, and remember is that the Seekers of the Flame aren't new.
No, they're not.
They've been around before. This is
But also, you have to understand. I was going to say, with those distribution routes going to churches, it could be that people within the church are acting against the Inquisition.
I would put $10 on that as well.
The church itself isn't infallible. The gods are. The church still run by men.
I would say, Perrin, like, you know, what do you plan on sharing with the Inquisition, or you as well, Reggie? If you're going to talk with Sister Tay Sparrow, like, how much of what we learned do we feel comfortable even talking to them about? Because that could put us in some crosshairs as well.
I mean, when I spoke with her before, I mainly asked questions.
The people in my circle, I trust that they are not in league with the Seekers.
I'm not saying that. I'm not sorry. I did not mean to imply that I was implying that. Just like, you know, we're digging into a lot of things here, and I don't know if your plan is just to go and tell Brother Crane or whatever all of this stuff that we just learned.
I do wonder if we should tell Eston, though. We probably should. He's given us a lot of resources to look into this.
Oh, for sure.
What's that? Do I hear my name?
I do wonder if
and he might be able to help us uncode if we hit a wall.
Right.
True. I do wonder if the unturning and this astrological thing that Eston's here for are the same thing.
I feel like it's definitely tied.
Give me a wisdom, just a wisdom check on that one.
Anybody or
anybody that when you say that out loud, just give me a with advantage.
Oh shit! Well, hold on. I'm gonna go with a 16. Oh my god, that is amazing.
Please say it's an at 20. Please say it's an at 20.
No,
I
it
got,
is the
I got a,
exact
I got a,
opposite.
I got a 15.
All right. 15. Reggie, you swear there's no way that it could be like you just do it like no matter what the folks that are about to say that it actually makes a lot of sense that they would be tied to get like they are the same event most likely like while there are a number of astrological events that do happen, the timing of multiple astrological events around the same time to be tied to the significance of this, probably the same thing, just a different name of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Reggie, no, it's
Look, Eston's old.
impossible that Eston's got his own thing going on, and these church folk got their thing going on, and they're not the same. Like, there's no reason why the chicken crosses the road here. It is yeah.
Yeah, and you're gonna have to convince me otherwise now. Yeah, he's so old. I mean, he's old, but probably not old enough to orchestrate that kind of timing anyhow. I mean,
Yeah.
That's a better conclusion to come to on this one. Yeah. That Eston was responsible for the astrological events that are going on and the unturning. Yeah. No, when you're for ferreting that it's the stuff that Eston's getting into or looking into or seems to be heavily involved in. And then from what Reggie just talked about with Sister Tay Sparrow and them coming here specifically, around for something very specific, then the unturning itself, they actually all may be very well connected to each other. Now, connected as being the same thing, like this, there are all three in it for the same reasons? Maybe not. But whatever is going on or about to happen, all of them have interests, if not individual interests, in this what is going on, right? And so there's something larger involved. So now if you again you start to look at the board and put the pieces on the this and this, right? Like Eston got here quite a few weeks ago. Around the same time, the Sister Tay Sparrow and Elder Crane arrived as well. Coincidentally, from Kanuru. You've heard Eston mention Kanuru recently as well, but that may bear some more investigating. The disappearance of the orphans happened around the same time as Eston showing up in town, but you know that's to be the Seekers of the Flame. Seekers of the Flame, sect of the church, been around for a number of years. Eston's been out of the city for years, so whether or not those two are tied together, you wouldn't draw a string to that necessarily, right? And then that the Seekers of the Flame avoid the Inquisition, so the chances that the Inquisition being in league with, or at least these individuals being in league with the Seekers of the Flame, also the fact that they put down Seekers of the Flame with no problem with murdering those people. Though they murder themselves, so really, is it murder? It's more suicide, right? So maybe again, no condition. So at least there's at least three powers: Eston, Inquisition, Seekers of the Flame, that you know of now that are using this astrological event, which has been given a name by one organization, which is calling it the Unturning. Now, on top of that, you have other factors in the city that are going on. You have this scientist who's trying to take souls and put them into automatons, whether or not he has any clue about the astrological stuff that's going on, or maybe his stuff has been messed up a little bit, like who knows. There's those little pieces. So just to kind of again give you an idea of like some of the stuff that's been going on, kind of pull some of it in together a little bit more. So whether all the strings attach, maybe not. There are some floating islands still out there. There's probably some other things what did the Gray family have to do with any of this? Maybe nothing. Probably nothing, right? Like so far, you see no real connect. Like there's no real association with that. That's the curse. The curse may have nothing to do with any of this whatsoever. That's maybe its own island over here. You have no reasons to draw strings to anything in that regard. But you do know that the Gray family was tied to the church in the sense that they were excommunicated and everything else. And then there's there. So could be, again, lots of little small things out there that are connected. But again, I think it's safe to say Eston, the Inquisition, and the Seekers of the Flame are all doing something regarding this event, which has been, named the Unturning by one organization. Are they all going up the same mountain, taking different paths? Are they different mountains? You don't know yet. Like what their end results are for any of these folks.
I mean, we can go with that theory, but I seriously doubt it. I do think that the Inquisition is hunting Eston, though.
She's starting to confuse Perrin now.
she's
Like,
thinking,
I don't
that
know
one.
anymore. Maybe.
She's giving us
Specifically
a
on
banner
Screen and
next roll.
Sparate.
Well, it'll be
For
an
a
interesting
different
story.
reason. For a different reason.
All right. Well, the game is afoot.
The game is afoot. So with those final thoughts for a Saturday evening of breaking and entering, alleged suicide victims, the Skye family goes to sleep and dreams peacefully, as they know that they are not responsible for wrongdoings within the city. No, they're good people living good lives and are above judgment. Should judgment come, they have Farronk Turn, attorney at law,
To
object. So we'll fade out to black. We'll pick up next week, Sunday morning, and see what the family gets up to. It is a week away from the soiree, not a week in real people time, a week in Skye family time, which means 4 months before. But they're prepping for that. So before we go, let's see who's here and where you can find them on the interwebs. So Ariel Caston.
Hey, you can find me on the interwebs at Ariel Caston or at my podcast, Large Nerdron Collider.
That's pretty dope. Any recent episodes?
We had one that just published yesterday or today, and we'll do another
Check that
one
out
this weekend.
All right, go check out this weekend. Awesome. Matt Walsh.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt Walsh. You can find me on most socials at Matt P. Walsh, and you can find me here every Tuesday.
Nice. And Matthew Bell.
Hey, I'm Matthew Bell. You can find me on Instagram, or you can find me on the official Play on Words Studios Discord server. But I haven't been on the past week, but
it's all right. And Winston Clark.
I'm Winston Clark. I have a webcomic called The Subconscious Eye, which can be found at subconsciouseye.com. And I can also be found on my socials, mostly Instagram, at Subconscious Eye Studios. And I am actually putting out new content. So
It's true. It's true. And we share it. So if you follow us, the Play on Word Studios, we generally share it on our Instagrams and everything. So you should be able to catch it. Shout out to the folks behind the scenes that keep everything going. Game design and writing, Stephen Chaney and Brandon Stoddard. Draw design and additional writing, Rabbit Stoddard. Character art, Adam Schubert. Tarot art, Luana Zara. And UI and graphic art, Flora Sorrentino of the Wanderer's Tome. I've been your game master and host this evening, Christopher Mifsud. You can find me at the Magical Mr. Mifsud, Press Start Leadership, and most importantly, Play on Word Studios and all the socials. Thanks for being here tonight. And if you've gone this far and you're still here and you're not following, subscribing, and sharing and liking us, why aren't you? You lasted this long. So anyway, see you next week in the shadows.